I ain't got no
I
shirt.
like the idea. We can do it can be me and Q as the main event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we can do Mr. One Gotta Go and maybe Jay.
How y'all gotta put
Why?
me in this?
Hey, put Bishop in
It's
that
an
thing.
undercard, and we can do Bishop, and we need somebody Bishop go up against.
Low.
Hey, all right.
Low.
Low, Bishop and Low.
And
Bishop
Lex
Low.
and Belle Janice.
Who?
Lex and Belle Janice.
And
Lex
then
and
Lex
Bells and
and-
Bells and
Let's do it, baby.
Hey,
That's it.
that's
Hey,
the
listen,
whole
and I'm
thing.
finna put in on the slims right here. You feel me? We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that.
But y'all gotta do the pre where you face off and
Oh, no,
all
no,
that stuff. You
wait,
gotta do the
wait
whole-
in,
you gotta
wait
do
in.
the whole
Ooh,
thing.
that
Weigh-ins ain't gonna matter because
Hey,
my weight versus his.
That's what I said. We ain't worried about all that. What it do, good people, good people, good people. A-Mind, same mind. What it do, another episode of Live, Lit and Legit. It's your boy Q Smith and always your boy.
It's your boy B, man.
You did.
Yes.
Hey, B, we got another one.
Yes, sir.
I'll say another one. Special guest on this thing, B. Who we got?
Man, we got Miss Dane from the ATL.
Oh, man, the great Dane.
Hello, hello.
What it do, son? I'm happy to have you on, man. What brought you to Live, Lit and Legit?
You know, just in the city.
In the city. Happen to be in
Not
the
a
city.
long time, but for a good time.
But,
So.
hey, and you pulled up to the Live and Legit to have a good time. Well, we appreciate for having you, man. I normally bring it in with that entertainment. You did. So, now, if you've been watching the show, guys, I cover stuff before it's covered. I told you guys about the great boxing match that was I'm the most prolific boxing match.
I don't know about all that.
What? Prolific? When I say, I take it back. Guys, I told you about the fight that was going to go down.
Okay,
On
that's
November 28th, 2020, it finally went down. The most prolific exhibition, I would say.
I don't know about that.
15 years out of retirement? 4 years out of
And you
retirement?
call that prolific?
A 54-year-old
You
and
know-
a 51-year-old?
And that's what you describe as
What
prolific.
what 54 and 51 after 15 years and 4 years that you ever seen that step in the ring and you want to talk about non-prolific, B? Talk to me because I talk back.
When has there ever been a boxing match of two 15-year retired people in their 50s?
You're so correct. That's why it's prolific.
It's not.
Oh, I'm bad. But I'm saying 54-year-old Mike Tyson and 51 Roy Jones Jr. finally had it, man, and it went down. Did you guys see the fight? I loved it. I mean, listen, man, 15 years after retirement, 4 years after retirement as a 54-year-old and a 51, big courage. And even though there was 2-minute rounds, I felt like it still was a good fight. They gave what the people, come on, man.
I'm not mad about it.
54 and 51.
It's not. It was good to see them still being able to box, but it's not something I will pay regular to watch.
I mean, they're not going to be fighting regular, brother. That's why it's prolific.
Oh, they're already working on the rematch.
They are.
Since it was a draw.
Since it was a draw, that's the only reason. Name me one 50-year-old, one of your best boxers, favorite boxers of all time, that was able to put on a performance or even get into the ring like that after retirement. That's why it was prolific to me.
But it's not really prolific. Number one, Roy Jones Jr. career was short. It wasn't as long as it should have been.
He was trying to go
So
platinum.
he was in the best.
He was trying to go platinum.
But he was in the best shape as far as coming out of retirement. And we all know Mike Tyson's story. You know, he had to take that long prison break.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of his fights didn't go the distance. A lot of his fights were short anyway.
Yeah.
First round knockouts.
I remember.
So, he was still in good shape. But you take somebody who was a career fighter, who went the distance a lot, somebody like Muhammad Ali, he wouldn't have been able to do it. His body was too beat up.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
There's a lot of boxers like that. So it was just the perfect marriage of two boxers who had pretty short careers. And look at boxing time, short careers.
Mhm.
It was the perfect marriage.
Hey, shout out to my boy Nate Robison. You want to talk about short career? Did y'all see what?
Night.
I did not personally watch the fight, but you know, I caught the highlights via Twitter, Instagram.
Cool.
So I saw what happened.
Cool.
I didn't see it live, but I ultimately saw what happened.
Night. That boy was asleep.
Come on,
on the
boy, Nate,
tarmac.
man. Once again, they would step into the ring to courage, but they said it was a lot of face downs and a lot of stuff. It was correct, my boy. Hey, man. Say,
That
man.
boy was sleep. The best part of the night, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
saying
Dogg.
precious.
Snoop.
That was the best
Hey,
part.
Snoop.
For me.
When
What
that
you-
boy went down, Snoop said, "Precious Lord."
Take my hand.
He was singing him. He started singing him.
That
No.
boy was out, man.
That was a nice touch. But they did receive like a little bit of backlash for like the concert part, like having that part like before the fight and stuff. They were kind of like, when it turned into this type of thing. I personally liked it. I'm like, if you're gonna make it entertainment, make it entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
And
man.
nobody's there to see good boxing.
Yeah.
You got two 50-year-olds and a YouTube star and an ex-basketball player. Nobody is there to
But
see
you know
good
the
boxing.
true, they're like, oh, it's taken away from, I guess, like what the sport really is.
If it was any true boxing fans looking for good boxing, they were tuning into the
Yeah.
wrong thing. Nobody expected that.
Yeah.
It was an entertainment. It's like a celebrity basketball game.
Yeah.
You don't expect to see good basketball.
You're just there for the entertainment.
It was
For
a
the
great
stars.
night. It was a
Yeah.
great night.
Yeah.
It was a great night.
Now-
Great night of entertainment.
You would think they would have done more to protect Nate Robison. I'm just saying. Hope he's okay.
He did tweet that he was okay.
He did tweet that
He
he,
did
was okay, and
tweet.
he thanked everybody
He did.
that was on his behalf in his corner and supporting him. And I
He
want to support
should
him as well.
Yeah.
'Cause he did an outstanding
Yeah.
job.
Some people
They
thought
did.
that
They did a great
maybe
job.
he shouldn't have, said, "Hey, I'm doing this on behalf of the NBA family." Some people thought he should have left that out. It's like, don't represent us like that.
Don't do that.
We don't need it.
At all.
So
He got the Hoopers out here looking
Questionable.
And then, but I would have took it better if he would have fought. Like, let's say he would have fought Manny Pacquiao, or he would have fought, Floyd Mayweather, and he got knocked out. I'd have been like, well, you go up against real boxers.
yeah.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul. Speaking of Jake Paul, I'm gonna hit you with somebody else you probably don't know, but I know you do know. JB. Have y'all heard of Block Boy JB, the rapper?
JB, I haven't.
Shoot!
Oh, yes.
Shoot!
Yes.
My boy say he want to see Paul.
Hmm.
My boy say he want to see Paul. I mean, he
A
would be
couple of
entertained.
people, I think, has called him
Come
out
out,
since then, since the fight.
The baby said he felt like he should have stepped in.
But
He say he
the
gonna
thing
walk him out.
is-
He rematch.
The thing is, man, don't sleep on Jake Paul. Not that I'm saying that he can't be beat up, but that ain't his first match. That ain't his
But
first
he's
boxing
not
match.
considered a professional. Like he's not, right?
He's
No,
a YouTuber.
no, he's a YouTuber.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But that wasn't his first boxing match. That's like his third or fourth. Like
So does
they've been
anybody-
doing this for a while.
Know how this even happened? Like how
Well,
this was set up?
Because Jake Paul, he started doing these little boxing matches. It started out with him and other YouTubers.
Oh,
They'll
okay,
get
just
together
fun.
and,
Okay.
And then I guess with the Tyson Jones fight, they wanted to amp it up a little bit more.
This would be
Okay.
perfect
So
if
they
we
got
open.
Nate Robinson.
Yeah, it would be the
So it was
openers.
okay.
Hey, but
Okay.
if you know
Yeah.
Nate Robison, he do his little YouTube thing too.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he got a little.
Oh,
Okay.
for
Didn't
like
know that.
boxing.
No. He got,
just
like,
in general.
It was called like some with like different houses, and he go to like different people's houses and check them out and see how they live and stuff. So he did one with Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah, I
It
seen
was
that.
a couple
Rick
of
Ross.
So
Yeah,
because of
Rick
that,
Ross.
he was kind of a YouTube.
Yeah.
Bird.
Okay.
Which got him in the
Okay,
ring.
so it was still YouTuber versus YouTuber.
Okay.
Okay.
And so yeah, then Jake Paul just got the best of him, and
Now,
this is how it ended.
don't know if y'all heard about this because I saw this too. The guy, if anybody's familiar with P Valley, the guy who plays the security dude on there calling Jake Paul out too, doesn't watch it, but if any of you know about it.
Never seen an episode.
Watch it, it's good. But the guy who plays security, I forget his real name, but he called him out also.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
So it's
Okay.
been people that's kind of been
And then
like, hey, I'll
I'll
step
step in there and do
Yeah.
my thing. And I heard Jake Paul got his little hit, so we're gonna see a lot of little
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
You wanna know what I find funny though?
What that?
Out of everybody that fought, why ain't nobody called out Mike Tyson?
in. Well, that's not. Then why
Come
would
on,
you do
nobody
that?
on you.
Why would you do that?
Everybody want to go after Jake Paul because he ain't knocked out Nate Robinson. Call out Tyson if y'all so bad.
Yeah.
But I
Come
don't
on.
think that would be a good idea.
I think that's a death wish, brother. I really think that's a death wish. Ain't nobody trying to die. You
Yeah.
try to get their bag and you feel
Yeah.
me, big bag and get up entertainment and
Speaking of bags,
Mhm.
did y'all see how much Jake Paul and
right. They
Nate
Renee,
Robinson,
what about 100?
$600?
Yeah, $600.
Nate Robinson got knocked out for $600.
No,
Live.
no.
They said-
Was it pay-per-view?
Yeah, it was pay-per-view.
Now that's not
$600.
including their pay-per-view cut. That's just
Okay.
what they got
Just
for
flat
the
rate.
boxing match.
Wow.
600. And
It's
Tyson and Jones
hard
got $1 million
for them.
apiece.
Huh? Who got what?
Tyson and Jones got $1 million apiece.
COVID.
I knew they were gonna get a meal piece. But they got them folks $600.
You make more. They probably make more off YouTube.
I'm sure they do.
B, we can bought for $600. What? $600?
That's
This Saturday night.
wow.
What we
Me
got?
versus Q Smith.
What we got? What we doing?
8 rounds.
What we doing? 2 minutes. We go a minute and a half. I'm a little tired.
I was gonna say 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
That's up to you.
Hey, man, say, man, B,
I
what?
mean, all I was gonna take is 10 for me to lay you out.
Hey, man, say, man, hold up. We
Nate
might have to go
Robison
to a
back.
real. What we doing? Look, we ain't got pay-per-view. What the other thing called?
We can do a Patreon.
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 Then we can do
yes.
YouTube, and we can go Facebook Live.
Live.
That is true.
But who gonna give us 600?
I mean, y'all can just ask for like just
Donations.
donations.
Donations
It
for
can
the-
just be like a.
If they want
Go
to see it
for-
live.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Sure.
Go fund me for the 600.
You can say that for the after the match because you
One of
might,
them gonna need
you know,
it.
somebody may need
One
it.
of them gonna need it.
You don't need it.
Go
Bro.
fund me for
Cheers
the
to hospital may
after.
take.
But where they come short of 600? What we did this here for? I'm beat up. I don't know what to do. I ain't got no
I like the idea. We can do. It can be me and Q as the main event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we can do Mr. One Gotta Go, and maybe Jay.
How y'all gotta put
Why?
me in this?
Hey, put Bishop in
As
that
an
thing.
undercard, and we can do Bishop, and we need somebody Bishop go up against.
Low.
Hey, all right,
Low.
Low, Bishop and Low.
And
Bishop
Lex
Low.
and Bill Janice.
Who?
Lex and Bill Janice.
And
Lex
then
and
Lex
Belgian
and-
and Belgian.
Let's do it, baby.
Hey,
That's it.
That's
Hey,
the
listen,
whole
and I'm
thing.
finna put him on the slims right here. You feel me? We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that.
But y'all gotta do the pre where you face off and
Oh, yeah,
all that
we
stuff.
all-
You gotta do the whole,
wait,
you gotta
wait,
do the
wait,
whole
Ooh,
thing.
that
Weight, the weigh-ins ain't gonna matter because
I
my
like-
weight versus his
That's what I
weight.
said. We ain't worried about all that. Y'all help me. Go fund me. Y'all
Hey,
help.
yo, hey, look, y'all pay attention. We is gonna make this happen. For real. We is finna make this happen.
Y'all gotta comment if y'all want to see that happen.
Live
They gonna make it
video.
happen.
You did. B, what you got for me?
Hey man, real talk. First thing I wanna hop on, did y'all see the video of Young Thug? He was on the Expeditiously
I
podcast
seen it.
with Mr. T.I. He had some very interesting comments about one Andre 3 Stacks. Let's cue in the video right here.
Rap you 203,000 songs. I ain't never paid attention to him. Never in my life.
You
I paid-
crazy. You missing out.
Right.
You missing out.
That's
Y'all
what-
need to work together. That's what you, hey, look.
That'd be crazy.
We most definitely.
Yo,
that'd be crazy.
motherfucking next move. Just like you went and worked with Elton John, nigga.
But Elton John was like more like Elton John. The difference from Elton John and Andre is Elton John, like simplified. Elton John like to kiss ass. Andre like his ass kiss. Elton John like, hey, well, I love you. I remember your first song. I remember Gucci first song. When is Guap getting out? Like he
Okay,
just more of like a
gotcha,
fan
gotcha,
type of nigga to the point where it's like I'm like nigga, let's do music. He like nigga, bet. And Andre more like, yo, this is the secretary. Like, hey, tell that nigga this thug, nigga.
Why you gotta talk like that, though, bro?
Fuck wrong, with you don't get on the fucking phone, nigga.
No,
You know what it is? He told you stupid at answer.
No, you ain't got-
You answered it.
See, that's what.
It's more like that, nigga. We from Atlanta, nigga.
That's where I come from. See,
Guess what?
This is our relationship.
If I
You
become,
don't have to do that.
if I become,
This is our ally.
no,
Yes, he is.
bruh, who?
He's with us. 3,000.
He who ally?
He's one of
He
us.
who ally?
Us.
Yeah, fucking right.
Man, yes, he is.
Why you don't rap like him?
What do you mean?
You don't talk like him, dress like him, look like him.
Hey, man, that ain't for me.
You ain't try to portray none of that.
But you're doing it.
Man, shit.
So, yeah, that's what y'all think.
But see,
Okay.
go ahead, go.
Okay.
Go ahead, Miss Great Dane.
Okay.
You said great.
I
So
don't know what.
I know, like, I've, been kind of seeing the video and what people have to say about it. And I know a popular opinion is that, Andre 3000 was always kind of different. He never fit the traditional mold of a rapper.
Right.
So they were saying for someone who kind of paved the way for someone like Young Thug, for him to say, like, oh, I ain't really pay attention to him and all that stuff, it's kind of a stretch. But also, it's like, it's Andre 3000, like, Outkast, like, you
It's
from the,
recent.
like, because I don't know where you're from. Where's he from?
Atlanta.
Okay.
That makes it worse.
Even worse. It's like, you can't just discredit, because it almost came off like he was discrediting, kind of like, oh, I don't really pay attention, like he ain't do nothing type of thing.
Right.
So I think that's where it if he would have just been like, oh, you know, he cool, like, but I wasn't maybe the hugest fan, or you know, just something like that. But for him to just be like, nah, like almost like, who is that type of thing? It was like,
right, but
kind of
and then
a jab.
Tip gave him an out. Like he gave him like 3 outs.
Yeah,
Real
he was
talk,
trying
like,
to reel him back.
Yup,
He
kept him
was
like,
trying.
nah, bro, you don't want to do that. Let's cut back. But
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, this is what I feel. For him to make those statements, for Tip to give him 3 outlets.
Yeah.
Things always stem from a certain place. Reaction. For every reaction, there's a reaction. Young Thugger's reaction on Tip Podcast Expeditiously, it was a reaction in my opinion.
To what?
To the fact that this man probably tried to reach out to 3 stacks before anybody ever did.
But still,
But the fact that this man been getting denied for years and years and years.
But no,
So, man,
that's
you
a
feel me? I'm
possibility.
telling
That's a
you.
possibility.
but still, you can't disrespect that man because number one, without an Andre 3000, there will be no Young Thug.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Period, yeah.
Andre 3000 was the first one to put on the dress. Everybody keep giving Young Thug credit for
Exactly.
putting
No,
on the dress.
he was the first
He
one.
wouldn't have did that
in
without
hip-hop.
Priest.
So check this out right here. I feel like, because the question was asked, how could you go work with a Elton John but
And
not
not work
with
with
an
a
Andre
3000?
3000?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like my boy probably tried to work with an Andre 3000.
But that's where you just have to keep it real and be like,
I reached out.
I reached out. You know,
He
he
did
wasn't
that.
messing with me like that, and so I went over here and worked with him.
And furthermore, you can't be mad at Andre 3000. It's not like he's actively rapping.
Yeah.
Hey, he was by the gas station with the y'all saw him.
Y'all seen, I
when
seen
they-
Cole with the...
He living
different.
happy.
He's totally
He's
different,
done.
and like you say, he's living happy.
Cool,
but
man.
it's not like he's out there actually releasing music right
Yeah.
now. Then he's just blowing you up. But the
Yeah.
man, he ain't even recording anything. So
And even if he was, I mean, that's up to him
That's
if
his
he
prerogative.
want to work with you or not.
like I go back to the Expeditiously episode where T.I. had Jeezy on there. And they were talking about the Jeezy Gucci beef or whatever. But they kept talking, they were using like code words, or they'll say a certain somebody, you know, we ain't gonna mention no names.
Right.
They were being very cautious with how they laid everything out.
Okay.
That's how you be professional.
Right.
You don't ever just air out beef like that,
Yeah.
especially as beef the world knew nothing about.
Oh, do you think they actually have?
No,
I don't think
no,
so.
I don't think they...
But like Cuz was saying that maybe he reached out and he blew him off and he feels some kind of way.
Yeah.
But you still gotta be professional about it,
And you
especially in the world we live in. Because
Yeah.
they came for that boy.
They
When I tell you,
did.
social media
They
came
did,
for Young
they
Thug.
did, they did.
They came for
They did.
him.
Yeah, and he only gets the credit for being so different, like you said, wearing the dresses and all that stuff, because him and Andre kind of different generations. You know,
Right.
it's not the same people listening to both of those.
Right.
So to the younger people, he is the first to do it for them because they're like, we didn't know
They haven't
Outkast
seen
like that.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, but still, he knows
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
he wasn't the first and how kind of who influenced him and things like that. So
Gotcha.
you gotta keep it real.
You gotta keep it
Gotta
real.
keep it
And get
real.
what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I seen you on the episode of Let's Talk.
True.
And
Hey.
Due to the topic of discussion that we talking about
Okay.
right now, we talking about Young Thugger.
Okay.
I got a shot for you if you get it wrong. What's his first name?
Jeff.
Oh, look at you learn. You learned something. Yeah, I seen you on that thing.
Y'all will see that Friday.
I see.
Y'all will see it Friday.
I did not know his real name was Jeffrey. I know it now, though.
You
I
did.
know it, I
Pete,
know
what
it.
you got for me?
What's happening?
Hey! I don't know what to do.
Why you be so loud on his intro?
Cuz, they made me come with some crazy stuff, man.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
leave the man alone when you do the intro.
Please,
Let him do his thing,
I've been
dog.
doing it for some time. I'm so sorry.
How you gonna come in louder than him?
I don't know.
Hey!
What the fuck, man? Hey, bro. This nigga's crazy.
What are we doing now, guys?
We're looking at your crazy.
Shit, hey man, look, hey, I'm back. We back with another one. It's your boy, Mr. One Gotta Go. And I got my guys with me, as normal, as usual.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Family and building, home team. Hey, bro. This one, it's cool. We're gonna switch it a little bit. one gotta go, but it's the worst one. And on this one, it's a great one to me, but yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna see what the guys say. Throw it up.
Ooh, that's easy.
That easy, B?
That ain't hard.
B, that's easy?
It ain't hard for me.
It ain't?
That's easy.
It's kind of easy to me, but I be having
That's real simple.
I be having some kind of thoughts, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
I can't not have thoughts.
I ain't gonna say I'm biased with it, but I'm kind of
skeptical.
I'm not even biased because I already know why you're biased.
Why?
But because you don't eat at two of these restaurants at all.
Ooh. Put them in the game, coach. Put them in the game, coach. Put them in the game, coach.
So for you, it's just simple of choosing which
Eliminating-
one of these restaurants you will eat
No.
at.
Check me out. I don't eat at 3 of these restaurants. I'm gonna go ahead and put it to you. Chick-fil-A is gonna stay all day because I asked for that before I came here.
I seen you on the other episode with the sauces on Chick-fil-A. I remember that.
Exactly.
That got me crazy. I remember that.
Look,
I remember the Chick-fil-A.
I've been doing this for so long.
You mess with that Chick-fil-A.
But what I'm saying is, the other 3, like, it's very, very, very skeptical for me for the one. Can I go ahead and do mine?
Please.
Since I've been here?
Please.
Okay, since I'm already there, bro.
You fine.
I'm asking y'all, this is my shit. Yeah.
We like
Sounds good, yeah. But no, man, on all seriousness. Popeyes. Okay, I got one for you. Popeyes. Okay. I've never had like chicken from Popeyes. Like, you know, like Popeyes is churches. It's like all of them fall in the same category. Why?
Why?
He's
Why?
offended.
No.
He's offended, and I'm confused.
On the high, bro.
Popeyes.
Remember when we went to the game? That was my first time ever having the chicken sandwich, right?
Oh,
Because I've been
okay.
out of the way.
Right.
But
You should have sit.
no. That was my first. Nothing. None of that. I don't know what you talking about. I'm telling you, bro. Before I even joined the military, bro, it was Popeyes Tuesday, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to.
I've never been to one in my life, ever.
How you got introduced?
Okay, how I got introduced? I got one when I was in Korea, bro. And it's crazy. I said when I was in Korea. That's because of the fact the military is. I guess they got like a little partnership with Popeyes, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and other little food chains and whatnot.
Man, yeah.
So Popeyes one of the main things that we can, go to. So it's like, boom. Okay, you got Popeyes right here. But the only thing they got chicken wings, like wings, like drumming, like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
They got those kind.
Okay.
Do they got them at the regular Popeyes?
No, they don't.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But OC,
That's
they
what I'm
do.
saying. No. That's even on any military installation. They got them. And they got chicken fingers. So my first time ever having Popeyes, like any taste of any type of Popeyes was them little drumettes and things. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was like, that's not the real Popeyes.
Because you gotta have a big piece of chicken.
Bro,
Do you see how
I
they-
you see how, bro? I
D,
swear to
you
God,
gotta
bro,
take that in
I've
consideration.
You
gotta take that in consideration.
Ever had a big piece of chicken from Popeyes?
So
bro, I swear.
listen, what I gotta
Never.
go.
Crazy.
I might have had. I think. Have I had that red bean?
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
the red bean.
That red bean
Yeah.
slap.
No, cuz I
Bro,
promise you.
Popeyes red beans right
Think about it.
slap.
I don't eat beans.
I mean,
I don't eat beans. But
But
I don't think I ever had that red bean. The green bean, I had some green bean. I don't know.
Cajun.
They got some good fries now. They fries do their thing. But okay, I gotta know. But my first time ever having Popeyes in the U.S. was I was on my way to doing some training stupidness in California, bro, and they stopped at a gas station. They had a Popeyes hook to it.
what you did?
I got chicken fingers, or strips, or however you want to call them, and
Popeye boneless wings. It's probably the best.
Lego.
No.
On the menu.
I'm gonna wrap you up real quick.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Bro.
I
They boneless wings be.
Don't believe in no boneless wing.
I feel
Do
you.
you not know what a boneless wing
It's
is?
a chicken nugget.
It's a chicken tender
Hear me.
cut down.
Hear me. I'll agree
That's a
with you.
3/4 of a chicken
I'll
tender.
agree with you, because normally I eat
That's not
nothing
boneless.
but- Normally I eat nothing but bone-in wings.
That's like
But
eating eating puffs
It's
on
the
Cheetos.
The
love it.
seasoning,
We love it.
the seasoning with the sauces at Popeye's dog.
Bro,
Bro.
they go stupid on the beach.
Phenomenal, man. Like, I don't know what it is about their boneless wings. They're bites,
Stop calling them boneless.
and they don't have them. They don't have them year around.
Okay.
Only for like
I
certain parts
fucks
of the
with
year.
that.
They so good.
Hey, but you know one thing I really do, and that's what put when I was in Germany, bro. That's what put me on Popeyes, and I used to function with them shrimp.
Okay.
I ain't never had this one.
Boy,
Never had.
Popeye got shrimp. What they doing?
they don't have them here.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
got.
they got shrimp. But I'm saying, what they doing? King's Lobster.
No, you don't fool shrimp.
Yeah, I don't have one shrimp.
You lying as hell. But bruh,
I'm
them
catfish.
them shrimp do what they do. I ain't gonna lie to you. They give you about a half of is it a quarter of a pound? It's enough, bro. For like $8.
Oh, this something about pound.
Quarter, it's like it's enough, bro. They some little popcorn, but I ain't gonna even say they popcorn buddies. They do what they does, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
they do what they does.
So we gotta go.
But I'm still gonna get back to it, bro. Like I said, so it's for the next 3 for Popeyes. Cool. Like I said, because I had that chicken sandwich, it can slide. Because I had both of them, and I didn't know it was 2 of them. I thought it was just one. Everybody losing their mind. I'm thinking it's just one chicken sandwich. You go to Chick-fil-A, you only got one chicken sandwich that really brings everything out. No, check on what I'm saying. Because you go there, and I had a spicy. Like I said, I had some before I came. I had a spicy. Cool, it gets on down. But what I'm saying, their signature move is they regular chicken, their original chicken sandwich, because that's what they make their nuggets out. That's what they make their chicken strips out. You dig?
Right.
So that's what I'm getting at. But like I said, Popeyes can stay because I function with chicken. Cool. But these other 2 guys, we have a big disagreement or whatever you want to call it. Because you're right. You said you called my bluff. You called it what it was. But that's only in the U.S. Overseas, everything done over there. To be honest.
You still eat them overseas. Both of them.
Boy.
We gotta go.
Because they sell chicken wings and shrimp. No.
McDonald's sell chicken wings.
No.
You remember the Mighty Wings?
Mighty Wings, no sir. Those are not those. Those are not those. This is real chicken.
It's that time, bro.
What time is it?
We need to have us some overseas.
Yeah.
We need to have us overseas.
But you gotta go overseas to get that overseas.
Like, don't deny us. Hey, man.
We can take this abroad.
So let me ask you this one small guy. On me and B,
Okay.
live and legit.
Okay.
J. Phillip Media, Trap Light Studio. We pull up overseas. What do you recommend for us to eat?
Where you going now?
Be where we
I've
at?
been on different
Where
continents.
we at? B? Where we at? Where we at?
I've been on different continents. You
Where we
trying to
just
go to
touched down?
Europe? You trying to go to Europe? You trying to go to some parts of Asia?
Where we at?
Europe.
Where we at?
Africa?
Europe.
We in Europe.
So you go to Europe, and I'm not gonna lie, for me to go to them continents, bro, and the best thing I done had from both of them that was like put together, a kebab. A doner kebab.
You know what it is?
A doner kebab.
I know what the kebab is.
No, you thinking a shish kebab. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
no.
It ain't that.
No,
That's
sir.
what I was thinking.
No, sir. No.
That's what I was thinking.
No.
Well, so what is it called?
A kebab. It's spelt the same way. A doner kebab. You might get a little, I don't know what kind of bread it is, or you can get it in a wrap, like a tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, flour dough, and you make it and press it out and do it in French. Put it on a little burner, and you know how they had the little, owls. Owls. They sell lamb kebabs and the little,
Yes, sir.
okay, the little thing that's on the rotisserie, it go around like that.
Yes, sir.
And they cut it, they trim it off of there.
Yes, sir.
Boom, kebab meat. Boom, they run it.
Okay.
And put it on your thing,
Put that tortilla.
wrap it in there, put your little, you might get some lettuce, or it might be
Little
cabbage. It
tomato.
depends on what little tomato. You know what I'm saying? Put your little spicy little,
Cajun,
no, a little spicy little sauce.
Oh, sauce.
It might be like some,
juices.
it's like a chili powder.
Oh.
Sprinkle a little chili powder in that thing.
Okay.
You might put some cabbage in there. You might put a little what else they put in there? Cucumber, chopped up cucumber. Put in there. It's good. But then they top it off with this. What they I done heard people call it tzatziki sauce. I done heard it called garlic sauce. I done heard it called
that.
run that through there. Blah. Yeah. Spin it together. Give it to you, wrap it in a little foil. Give it to you like that.
How you gonna do it?
Don't do that, B. Don't do do that. Big. Don't do that.
Get off my show.
Don't do that.
Hey man, let me get back to my
That
reels.
was
Let me
easy.
get
That
back to
was
my
easy.
reels. Man, you got grandmas and aunties watching that some stuff.
Don't do that.
Let me get back to my
Don't
reels.
do that.
But yeah, man, look.
I told y'all, boy, I've been
with the
beating
with the Burger King and the McDonald's. Hey man,
We gotta go.
that's hard.
We gotta go.
It's really not hard. Hey, bro, give me a Whopper with cheese, add bacon, cut in half, all day long. That Big Mac can go, scoop, baby.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I've never been. You know when I was a fan of a Big Mac, when they would get them away for $1. Remember we was in middle school, they would get them away for $1. You get a Big Mac for $1. You like,
Back then they were women.
Let me tell you
Fire.
that's why we look like we look now.
Let me tell you something.
You right.
Go down. We come from a football game.
Let me tell you something.
Get up.
Big Mac, large
large fry.
super size fry.
Big dog, because you gonna spend $5. You might spend $8
If you
at the whole thing, because them two sandwiches, that's $2.
$2.
Sell 8 cents, 7 cents, or something like that with the tax.
Super size fry.
Super
Back
size
then
fry
was like
about
two and some
$2.50,
change.
yeah, 39, something like that. Then you get your big dog drink.
Bro, do you remember them super size drinks? Them jokers just come in buckets. You go like that wide.
It was the same size as a. Yeah.
Hey man, same man. Let me
So you
tell
might spend $8 right there.
You might.
and you done got $10 from mama now.
But you gonna be full as a tick.
Easy.
But
Easy.
there's one thing that you're gonna leave there with, full of a tick.
What?
That you don't got.
What?
Messing with the McDonald's.
What?
Big praise. Sleep on the Burger King. Big praise. There's something, guys, called a family agreement. No, this one gotta go. You really do this.
I'm trying to figure out what you talking to speak.
You invited.
Hey, Big Mac.
No, listen.
I ain't never had no damn Big Mac no family.
Exactly.
Because you have to come in
I ain't never had no Whopper, Junior Whopper, nothing. It's always been barbecue. Barbecue chicken. Unless you slide out with your cousin, somebody.
Yeah, y'all been out doing something.
Sure, yeah,
I'm
wrong
gonna say,
thing.
unless he finna go where I think he finna go, which is the Popeye's chicken bag.
What you gonna say?
These boys plays McDonald's.
Who?
It's just them. Did y'all not just check them out in the last 15, 20 seconds?
We're reminiscing. It's
Yeah, we reminisce.
But what you guys didn't reminisce on all of the shop McDonald's, on
Okay.
the whole accolade, brother, it's something that you pull up at Burger King that you don't get at McDonald's.
The fries?
The barbecue, the family reunion. Because at Burger King, they got something called off the grill.
Flame broil.
You did.
What you think I'm saying? I'm round with
You
Burger
did.
King. I'm
So
round with
yeah,
Burger King.
Man, what?
No,
I'd rather pull up there any day and get that thing.
McDonald's gotta go. Bro, McDonald's gotta go.
Man, come on, man.
McDonald's
Come
gotta
on,
go.
man.
McDonald's
All
gotta
right,
go.
man.
Come
well,
on, man.
They hadn't allowed me to go yet, so
So it's on you. Yeah, that's yours.
You already know what time it is.
I gotta do mine.
I don't know what he's gonna pick.
I actively eat McDonald's. I had McDonald's earlier today.
That's terrible.
What you had?
That's
I
terrible.
had a quarter pounder.
That's terrible.
with cheese,
Yeah.
fried,
Was it a quarter pound?
sweet tea.
Was it a quarter pound?
They have been on the plastic or something.
Yeah, well, no. What kind of fried them was?
But you didn't pull
Kind
up
of fried?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You get what though? If you put up at Burger King, got that Whopper with
Was
cheese
your fries yellow? Or
Off the grill.
Potato skin.
off the griller.
Potato skin.
They were
Light.
a yellow goldish color.
Yeah, see.
Commercial type, man.
So I still actively eat McDonald's. I know a lot of people don't. I mean,
I don't eat Burger King.
but the Chick-fil-A sandwich fire, Popeye's chicken sandwich fire, Whoppers with cheese couldn't have
Bacon
till this day.
with some bacon.
Till this day.
What's hold on? I gotta stop. What's with the cut in half though?
It just
Is
tastes
somebody
better.
is somebody cut in half?
It tastes better, bro.
It seems like this side of the sandwich be better than that side, or that side of the sandwich be better than this side. I don't know.
Maybe it's saying you just eat them better.
I don't know, bro.
brother.
Cause I done ate a Whopper fully and
But listen, that's the thing why it's split in half, Mr. One gotta go. Because we want you to enjoy both delegations. You can take the whole thing in, but you're not gonna appreciate the left and the right.
bro.
I'm telling you now.
Either way.
It's gonna be alright.
But
But
no,
I said all of that to say, not to cut you off.
Cut you off.
But I said all I had to say is I'm in agreement with y'all brothers.
Okay.
Oh yes,
Agree.
So we done came a long way.
Look at me on
Long way. Hey, you gotta play some crowd noise and clapping
sound
in the back part of the house. We all don't want to go. That's very rare.
It's rare. It never happened.
So I can just go ahead and close it out since we together. Let us know what y'all think in the comments of what y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all spill on it.
This is crazy.
Because this Mr. One got to go and, hey, the worst one had to go.
Put him down. Tell him.
And the worst one went. That Big Mac,
I don't know.
who all these patties, applesauce, lettuce, cheese, or
Mac sauce, all this.
I said applesauce, whatever kind of sauce you want to be. But
2 all beef patties, special sauce.
I never knew the whole jingle. Yeah, on Central
Lettuce,
Seed
onions,
Bun, pickled
pickles.
tomatoes. They ain't even got no tomatoes on
Yeah,
that thing. See, you know what I'm saying? I be putting tomatoes in that thing. But yeah, this Mr. One got to go and that Big Mac had to go. We gonna holler at y'all next time.
I want to especially throw this one out to Miss Dane because she is a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta
Yes,
Sorority
I am.
Incorporated.
Hold up. Oh, you're there. So
One of the Divine Nine. So there was a white woman.
Hold on, but you got who?
White woman.
I said, hold on. I said, who got who?
White woman.
Oh, God.
From Langston University in Oklahoma. This woman, she's an IG model. She goes by the name of Vanessa. She's gone viral recently for sharing a photo online. She graduated from Langston. She also plays Delta Sigma Theta.
No, she didn't. Oh,
Yes, she did.
Oh, what?
A white.
I said, hold on. This is crazy. Oh,
White woman.
Man, stop.
Oh, my bad.
Get time to do it. White woman.
Okay, I told you
Alright.
should now.
But, I mean, she's a G. She was summa cum laude,
Yeah.
class vice president.
Colada.
Mike can't lose. Class vice president. She was like the Women's Purpose president, Business Vice Club president, and NAACP service chair.
B, I got one question. What did she cross at?
Langston University,
Yeah,
Langston.
Yes.
Okay, Langston.
which is an HBCU, by the way.
Okay.
And she was she crossed the spring 2020 line.
Okay.
Delta. How do you, as a black woman, who plays at Auburn University, which is a PWI,
Yes, it is.
feels about this
PWI.
beautiful young lady pledging at an HBCU on your sorority?
I mean, I feel like because she attended an HBCU, it's not super surprising that she would be like, okay, I'm going to join this predominantly black sorority because
Right.
the white sorority is not there. So it's
Right.
kind of like if you want to join one, that's your option.
That's the one. That's your
But that's also what she knew when she decided to go to
She knew what she
HBCU.
was
Right.
doing.
So I don't, I'm not super against like, oh, she's white, so she don't need to join type of thing. I think you just, need to make sure you know what you need to know, and you joined it for the right reasons and all that good stuff. And I think it's cool. I mean, I support it. I don't know about the NAACP chair part, but I don't know what what the university got going on. So
Yeah.
What going on?
yeah, but
A what?
I don't know.
A white woman.
I don't know if I can say this, but she got cake.
Okay, see, you just
she was curvy. I'm not gonna lie. That is true.
I'm saying, was it her birthday?
No,
Was it
she.
her birthday?
But he did mention she was an IG model, so now that makes sense. Because when I saw the photo, I was like, she's a little curvy, she's a little voluptuous for a white woman.
I'm saying Kate. What is
But
her birthday?
One gotta
no,
go.
she was just a little thicker.
Hold up.
But if she's an IG model, that makes sense.
Hold up.
'Cause you gotta be.
I got one. We're going to get back to this. One got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday cake, cheesecake, or cakes.
Good cakes. Dunkin' Hines.
Y'all will catch that later.
What are we doing, guys?
My bad.
What are we doing?
He threw me off.
My bad.
But yes.
But no, that's crazy though, man. Dang, is this the first one in history?
No, it's white girls that join. They're just kind of more few far in between, of course. Just like it's white guys that join black fraternities.
So you got a white
It's
Q
just-
dog out here right now.
Somewhere you definitely have white Catholics
For real?
for sure.
I know you got part of it.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. So
That's like-
I mean, but you
Cause
gotta know
I
you
gotta look at white Kappas. I gotta look at them like B5.
Differently?
B5. Y'all remember B5?
Just
the
to
group.
B5, the group. That's
But
that's
it's
that
not
makes
that
sense.
like you always have just like you have like
But a
the
white Q dog come.
That's-
Oh, hold up. Oh, you coming here?
they're out there.
A white
They're
one?
out there.
Really?
They're out there. You just gotta find one, but they're out there for sure.
Dang, bro.
But I mean, I think as long as you know you're respected, you respect everybody else. You know your history. You doing it for the right reasons. It's not just like a clout chasing type of thing. I just want to be cool type of thing. Then I think it's fine. Like, cause I mean, it's not an easy thing. So you don't if you ain't in it for the right reason, you're gonna break regardless. So
Right.
Hey, make sure you know who door you knocking on before you ask for the invite.
that's yes.
No.
That one.
What he said.
So you don't feel like maybe it's a clout chasing thing with her because she is an IG model. That's the only thing that made me think about that. Because what else would give her so much clout than being a white woman in that all bless the world?
What more so bothers me is not that a white woman would join or be a part of the sorority. Is that they start to get that attention where it's like it's so many great black women that are a part of it, but just because that person's white, it's like it's like that. So sometimes that's anything. That's the one thing that I kind of be like, But you have people that do it because of clout, because it is something that you get a little popular. It's the social aspect of it outside of the service and all that stuff. Yeah. So people do that anyway. Yeah. But I just don't like how it'll be a spotlight just because that person is not black.
Exactly.
It's like
I look at it like a white girl wearing braids. That's what I took from it. That's what I took. They call me crazy.
Like cultural appropriation type of situation. That's
what cornrows a day in your life.
It could be.
What?
But it just makes me feel bad that she went to HBCU. Because I'm like, okay, you're really like immersed in this. It's not like you're at a PWI.
This is my thing, though. This is my thing. How you kicking it on the yard? How you kicking it with sisterhood? How you really kicking it?
Well, she goes to HBCU. That's every day.
She stay on campus? Do she stay off campus?
I'm sure she stays on campus. Well, probably not now. I mean, she's.
What we doing?
But
I
attended an HBCU, and we had white people at our HBCU. Yeah. And they were there. They would be on the yard. They lived in the dorms.
Y'all know black people though are very accepting. Like we'll be like, if you cool, you cool. Like we don't really care.
I just want to make sure Lamar neighborhood. I don't be wanting the clout chasing.
I mean, that's not for us to decide.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know her.
She's in Oklahoma.
Somebody gotta find out. Cause she doing the who?
Yeah. She's one of the sisters. She's one of my sisters. So
okay.
Hopefully she, in it for the right reasons and holding it down. And hey, cause you can be white and hold it down. I mean.
Yeah, you can.
I just, I don't know personally to say, but
I just want you to make sure you us and not against us and with us. You know what I'm saying? I have to make sure, cause this get a little tricky out here.
It does.
Look at the story you covering tonight, brother. Whoever thought,
I mean, but I knew it existed.
It happened.
I just thought this was interesting.
It happens.
Especially because
it's just weird that the white ones are always like for example, I know a white Kaplan. He's like super popular.
Because he's a white guy.
Exactly. But it's like you have, and he's great. Like he's a nice guy and everything, and does great stuff. But it's like there's a lot of black people, and I'm sure his chapter or his fraternity as a whole, like dang, they also doing their thing and all that stuff. So
it's that
just
leverage.
Y'all ever see the viral video of the drum major, the white drum major?
From Montgomery.
Montgomery,
yeah, he went to JD.
Oh no, yeah, he went to JD. Yeah, I remember
same thing.
Where he at now? Did he graduate?
I think he's still there. I think he's still there.
Yeah, I was gonna say last year I went to Mardi Gras and they were there and he was still there.
I remember, okay.
But how many great black? You see what I'm saying?
They don't get credit because they look at you like you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it's crazy how when they get a part of us, it's like they already have the leverage in their own lane, but when they get in our lane, they get another level.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy.
And that goes back to how, like I said, black people like we'll if you cool, like we'll amp you, whatever, and it's cool, but it just kind of sucks that the same thing that happened for the people.
Now guess what? What if we went over there? You name one black person that went to they fraternity or they group.
It happens. It happens a lot. They have a lot of
but it's only by their delegation. It's only by their delegation.
Well, think about it now. She didn't just walk in there and
that's
say,
true. She had to go through the whole process like anybody else. I would assume.
So,
listen here.
That's by their.
Now, do you feel like when it's flipped, it's more of a token role?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I was trying to say.
But do you think it's like that for white people coming into black? You feel like it's a token role that way too?
I would think it would depend upon actually I would think it would depend upon that university.
Mm-hmm.
I would think if that university says, "Hey, we're gonna push inclusion,"
Yeah.
we're gonna definitely push inclusion. So
Yeah.
when they have a white woman show up to the, what you call it, the first.
The first when they step out, when they come out.
No,
when they, what that?
The meeting, the first.
Oh yeah.
meeting.
The
Okay,
interest
the
meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
The who
So
meeting?
when
Interest.
The interest.
So when they have a white woman show up to the interest meeting, like they're automatically looking at her like, well, you're the only one
Yeah.
in
That
this
per-
room.
You're the 1%.
So we kind of got to pull you on through
Yeah.
anyway. And
But
then the goal will be to make her break and drop a line. And
Now I get what you're saying, but I feel like in the other direction, it's a little more like, oh, I feel like white people feel a little bit more pressure to be like, oh, we're diverse. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they feel that way. Like black people are a little more like, it's us. Like, we like you may make it, you may not, and it's just whatever. But white people, they always kind of want to make sure, like, oh, we have
We
someone.
look.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
look. Just to make sure they check the box.
I was just gonna say they want to check off on each category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I see y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all in y'all sorority bag
Mm-hmm.
and fraternity bag because what they don't know, my boy B is a.
nothing.
Oh my bad. So my bad.
I'm a nothing.
I see did.
But I lost my own train. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you feel like, man, I forgot where I'm going now.
It's okay.
We're talking about tokens.
Tokens.
Yeah.
That's all. Damn,
So-
great and Dane.
I am glad that I am glad at the fact that she's on there. That
Yeah.
she crossed because at least she didn't get nothing wrong.
That's right.
And this also made it a little better. Her on paper, credentials was there.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like she did, she got this, like it's so it wasn't like, oh, we taking just the bottom of the you know how when excuse me, you know how like when black men start dating white women, they just take whatever instead of being like, I'm gonna get the top, I'm gonna just get here. I feel like that wasn't the case in this situation.
I'm offended.
Me too.
I am super.
So y'all gonna question to you guys too, as black men, do y'all? I feel like this is my personal opinion that when black men date black women, the standard is a little higher than when they go to white women. I feel like it dropped a little bit.
I feel
like it dropped a little bit.
Black
woman, she gotta be this, she gotta be that, she gotta be that. White women, they could be just.
I agree to what
Whatever.
you're saying.
I feel-
Okay, we got one agree.
They call me crazy.
You crazy.
Yeah, you definitely crazy.
So y'all standards gonna drop when
Listen.
when
The
it's
reason why the mindset would trigger towards
Mhm.
that philosophy
Okay.
would be because the white woman that we've been talking about that went Delta.
Yeah.
Get what?
What?
Leverage, as I said. I'm talking about financial generational wealth. So they're not even looking into the fact that, they're expecting from the black woman, oh, you need, because mentally you already just like you defeated yourself mentally because you think this color don't have that. So
Right.
when you look for the white, it's like, oh, they got so I don't need that. And then
Yeah.
you get to learn and doing all this and learn how to do all that. Because they think that our color don't have, but they don't know. God put what? Who's first will be last, and who last will be first.
That is very true.
I say
Well,
this big God on big. My bad.
we got one that agrees. You said you disagree.
I wholeheartedly disagree with that statement because I think for men that date outside their race, I think that their standards are actually higher for the women outside. Of
Interesting.
I feel like if you see especially seriously, because think the majority of men you see dating outside of their race are typically men that have money.
Money, yeah.
Yeah,
Financial
most-
state,
They're
yeah.
wealthy men.
Yeah, most of the men who have the pick of the litter.
Yeah. It's I mean, there's a couple of my dear brother in the
I'm
corner.
broke as hell and my girl is
She what?
Mexican, and that's outside the race for me.
That's I say they call that minority.
No damn.
Yeah,
so-
that's true,
no, it's-
though.
But you got some Mexicans that's got some bread.
she's
Oh, yeah, of
brown.
course,
now.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to
but she
Cartel.
not white.
She's
It is.
brown.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Shout out to the cartel.
and I'm not saying everybody, because obviously some people keep their standards the same, or like you said, may go higher. But I feel like just generally speaking, it's when it comes to black women, man, y'all be
Hey man.
Y'all got the standards, which
So
is
what do y'all
fine.
what do y'all do? Y'all have y'all standards too.
Now
Y'all standards be
women we
sky
get
high.
complex because you got a lot of different type of women.
Okay, you got a lot of
Okay,
different
you
types
got
of
the
men,
Birkin
too.
me women, like I need a Birkin or I'm
Birkin
out.
bag.
Yes.
How much the thing going, cuz?
They expensive. They like 20.
20. I spent a little 20. I spent a little 20 on Birkin. Let's do it. I legit. Let 20 on Birkin. Let's go.
20.
Because we covered that last. Yeah, we covered that last episode.
Yeah.
And
But
I
you-
guess said who's gonna spend the money on a Birkin?
Well, they
And
say
I'm
they appreciate and value. So I
So
mean,
me.
technically, it's not a
Let's
I
get
guess
the
a
Birkin.
terrible
Let's get the
purchase.
They said they appreciate it.
Apparently,
Not
Let's get
once.
the Birkin, B.
She done worn that thing for 2 years, and now the bottom of it coming off, and the
It's
strap
like-
hanging.
you're not gonna wear a $20,000 purse every day.
Let me ask you something. Is it in the
Some
insurance?
women will.
Is it in the insurance on the Birkin?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
sure
sure.
The insurance on the Birkin.
Yeah, I'm
So when the
sure.
bottom toe out, what's
It ain't gonna cover wear and tear.
okay.
It's gonna cover if it gets stolen.
Stolen,
or
yeah.
something like
If it
that.
got wear and tear and I report it, lost and stolen.
That's fraud.
You're going to jail. But
That is fraud.
and I think I don't know how true this is, but I think even to get a Birkin, it's like a member. You have to be like a
Join
member
membership,
or
like-
something
like
like
the
that. Like
golf
you can't
club
just
or
get it like you walk in
The
Gucci and buy
courtyard.
something.
What do you call it? The
I have no
You know
idea.
when you go golfing.
Y'all fact check me because I really don't know.
Country
for sure.
club. Country club.
But yeah, I think you
Man,
have to be
so
like
you gotta
a
be part of the
member.
country club to get a Birkin.
I think.
So if I want that cab money, 20K right here, I want a Birkin.
They're like, sir, who are you?
I got 20K. It doesn't matter.
Do you have your member's card? Do
Huh.
you excuse security?
Well, I ain't had. Or you put the I'm gonna put the
They're gonna be like, no, we do not know this man. That might be drug money. They're gonna be like, But yeah, you have a lot of different type of women, and I feel like, and you have a lot of different type of men too. But that was just my opinion on it.
That was
So
it,
I
man.
so I was happy as a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated that
Let's go.
she had a lot of credentials, and it was like, hey, she seems like a good candidate,
Oh,
to
that's
be
what's
a
up.
member. So yeah.
Hey, B. Shout out to the Deltas, man. Shout out to the Deltas, man. And shout out to every white delegation that wants to become part of our delegation. You know, only in the right regards, because we big up both parties at the end of the day on this show. So shout out to
Vanessa.
Sigma.
Delta Sigma Theta.
Sigma. You did.
Congrats, girl.
Shout out
Welcome
to the
sisterhood.
Divine Nine as a whole.
Straight
Phenomenal
up.
black
All my
people.
old head, my new head.
Phenomenal black people. Dane, put us down. You be doing your little thing.
Yeah, I try to do what I can.
What should we doing, girl?
So
What should we doing?
basically, if you need like any home decor, custom from furniture, paintings, graduation caps,
Okay.
digital portraits,
Okay.
tattoo sketches,
Okay.
all that good stuff. Y'all check me out. I'm on IG and I also have a website. My IG is thegreatcollection.store.
Word.
So
B.
yeah.
As she say that, I'm looking around the studio.
You know what?
I'm looking around the
gonna get you
studio
to turn around
like.
back here, cause
I
I
got
ain't
y'all.
using live little legit up here. You think you can make something happen?
I can make it happen.
You can make it
I
happen?
can make it happen.
Cool, you gonna make that thing happen?
I can make it happen. I can send y'all a sketch. Y'all can, give me some feedback. What y'all looking for? We can make it happen.
You can make it
Oh,
happen?
definitely. Let's do it.
I really can't buy no Birkin bags. So when I say that you can make it happen, don't charge me the Birkin
Listen,
price. Don't
listen.
charge me the Birkin price.
You can always. Any man can get a woman. He just gonna get the type of woman that falls within his means.
That's
Okay,
right.
exactly. So I need
You'll never be alone, guys.
Exactly. So I need
Bullshit.
I need the price that's gonna fall in my needs. What we doing on the ticket with live on the gym?
Well, it depends. We can talk about that.
We gonna
because
talk
we gonna
business.
get about it.
You
We
feel
gonna
me?
get
Hey,
about
get
it.
what
We
though?
gonna get
Hey,
about
one
it.
day we're gonna get our Birkin B. We gonna
Yeah, y'all gonna get-
Birkin babies, baby.
Hey, cause when this pop off and y'all be, hitting 2 million views and all that stuff, I'm
I
like,
still need the same ticket that you.
No, it's gonna go up.
So, same ticket.
It's gonna go up.
Hey man, another episode of Live Lit and Legit, man. Always your boy Hugh Smith.
You forgot your name?
No, I forgot to tell these folks where they gonna follow us at. I forgot to drop.
Hey, it's your boy B, man. You be sure to follow us on Twitter at live_legit. Hit us up on Facebook, Live Lit and Legit, and then on Instagram at Live Lit Legit Coach. Be sure to always follow, share, subscribe on YouTube if you have not.
Like it.
Like.
Subscribe and like it, y'all.
And leave your comments, man. Drop some comments. Let us know what y'all think, what y'all talking about, man. If you think, I'm just fat and need to be off the show, I'll let you know.
Oh, also,
What's up with that?
other personal IG if y'all just want to follow. It's The Great Dane with 3 E's.
Okay, cool. We got you that. Love it, baby. No. Hey, man, another episode of Live Lit Legit. Hey, that's a wrap.